Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am the Deputy Leader of the Opposition side, and today I will be talking about why we believe that Thailand does not need any differentiation in our educational system. Ladies and gentlemen, we believe that change is a good thing. However, Thailand is not yet ready for this dramatic of a change that the government have proposed for our educational system. Today, I am going to tell you about the process of how our educational system works and why we believe that it is better for us to stick to our status quo. But before I get to that, I have a rebuttal to make. The Deputy Prime Minister came up here and said that the teacher's main goal is to come up with different methods that would be suitable for students who have different levels of intelligence. When we believe that, sit down please. When we believe that the teacher's main goal must be to come up with as much information as they can in order to teach the students. And it is the student's job to be able to gain as much knowledge as they can from what the teachers are teaching them. Sit down please. In order for that to happen, in order for the teachers to gain as much information as possible, it is necessary that they have sufficient time. And in order to do that, we must not adopt the government's idea of changing our educational system. Now let me move on to my argument. The class size in today's school is composed of at least 40 to 50 students per classroom, with an addition of only one teacher to control those classrooms.
Sir.
Yes.
What's the use of information if you really don't know how to think?
Come on, guys. If you don't have any information, how can you think? In order to think, you must have some information in order for you to think and be able to come up with great ideas. Now, let me get back to what I was saying. Because of the class size, the teachers are having trouble in controlling the students. Therefore, it is a heavy workload for those teachers. But other than having to control the class, the teachers also have to make sure that each student pays attention to the information that those teachers are teaching them.
At that point.
Sit down, please. That means that because the teachers are already having a hard time in having the students in their control, this means that the idea of what the government came up with absolutely will not work. Now, what I'm saying is that the teachers, in order for the Thai students to have as much ability as possible, they need as much information as they can. That means the teachers must come up with as much information as possible in order to teach the students, and it is the students' job to learn them. Now, other than having to control the class, the teachers also have to make sure the students pay attention to what they are teaching. That means the teacher must also come up with methods to attract the students and give them as much information as they can. Now, if we look at what I have just stated closely, we can see that the workload of the teachers in Thailand right now is extremely high compared to what they're receiving in their salary. Therefore, what I have just stated is just a tiny idea of what a teacher has to do to prepare for a lesson to teach only one group of students. Nevertheless, it is what our education system requires teachers to do. However, the government came up proposing that teachers need to do more work by coming up with lessons that would be suitable for the students who have different level of intelligence. And that, we believe, would have a dramatic effect in decreasing the teacher's ability to teach, and therefore would contradict our whole meaning of trying to improve our whole educational system. And we believe that what the government have stated will be a devastating thing for our educational system, and therefore it would not work. Now, let me give you a conclusion. What I have just told you is that the teachers burden is already a lot to carry, and we do not need to increase any more work for the teachers. And so this is why we believe that we should stick to our current educational system, and this is why we believe that we should win this debate. Thank you very much.